So all eyes on Europe again, and the various heads of state are gathering for yet another summit in Brussels tonight. They're looking to sign off a permanent rescue fund and tighter fiscal rules for euro members, with stiff penalties for budgets that don't balance. That's supposed to get the markets believing that they're getting to grips with the crisis. But again, it's Greece that threatens to derail everything. Here's Simon Palin.
Preparing for what could be the first of many EU summits in Brussels this year as the crisis rumbles on. Heads of state and government from the 27 European nations will be discussing a new treaty designed to reinforce fiscal discipline. There is a growing sense, albeit superficial, that the euro debt crisis may not end in tears after all.
La crise financière.
The financial crisis is calming down. Europe is no longer on the edge of an abyss.
The French president has unveiled plans for new taxes he hopes will fix France's ailing economy.
La France annoncera dans les semaines qui viennent.
France will announce in the coming weeks a deficit result much better than what was initially expected.
But big questions remain over other European countries, most notably Greece. It's still missing fiscal targets set by international lenders, and that's why Germany now wants an EU commissioner to take control of Greece's tax and spending. Greeks say the plan is an affront to national sovereignty.
To have someone control everything, it's really a shame. It's like another occupation.
There's no need for such a measure. I think we've gone a long way reducing the deficit. If you take into account that we've been in the fourth year of recession, the fall of the deficit has been quite big. So I think we're moving along on the right track.
And the Greek Prime Minister says a new deal may have been done with the banks to write off a decent chunk of Greek debt.
We're in full agreement with the political leaders over the continuation of the negotiations and the positions we will take.
Here, the Treasurer is repeating his mantra that Australia is well positioned to deal with the worst the world can throw at it. Wayne Swan says he's already factored a European recession into Australia's mid-year economic forecast.
I think he is being realistic. I think we can cope with a downturn in Europe. The key for us is what's happening in Asia. Of course, Asia will be affected by a European downturn, but for us, we've got room to respond with policy, particularly monetary policy.
Gerard Minack predicts the Reserve Bank will cut interest rates twice over the next 6 months. Passing on any cuts in full will squeeze the bank's margins, as they're already paying higher rates to borrow funds offshore. The solution will be to make up the margins elsewhere, and that means extra costs in fees and charges for businesses and customers alike.